Hello and welcome to another video. So this video is about bullying, and this is part of my life coaching series that I'm doing about called Project 2021, and that is to create new ways of how to feel good about yourself and to have a better life than you've ever had before, and a better year. Now I just watched a video about how to fight back to bullies, and part of it I did agree with, where he talks about personal space. Now, people bully, they do want to get into your personal space, and they want to take everything they can away from you. They want to make sure that you feel like basically shit, you know. They want to make you feel like you're not worth anything, and that you have no rights to anything. And let me tell you, that is called imprisonment, and it's called victimisation. And now, however much they might argue that and say no, it's wrong, no, it's not wrong. That is exactly what it is. And what they're finding, those who work for, like myself, who are doing campaigns for Childline, NSPCC, the National Children's Bureau, Barnardo's, Childline. I know I've already said that, but they are realising that a lot of mental health, those who have suffered with mental health issues, are those that have been subject to bullying and abuse. And they will even target, their victims' children, as the next, as the next one in turn, and that's why it's so sick and so unhuman. Because how would you feel if you'd been treated that way? Now, often one other thing I did also go with the video is that lots of the time it's the bullies that's got, their head is messed up, because they're hitting out at you because they don't want to address their issues. They want to pass it on you, and in some way it makes them feel better when they're trying to take you down. And they're even to the point where they want to abduct and chain kids. I mean, it's horrific, but yes, they do. And they're also seeing that a lot of children are also, it confuses them because they don't know if they're doing wrong or if they're doing right, and that's where it can mess kids' heads up, child abuse and bullying, because they don't understand why one minute they can play with a toy and this minute they can't, and I've been very, very cautious in the way that I am with my son myself, and it has kind of made me be more easygoing when it comes to parenting. You don't need to be a sergeant major to get your kids to do what you're asking them to do. Respect is the key word. You need to be respectful of your children. And someone said that to me when I was on a girls' football team. But the lady who organised it was not informing parents that, because the guy that was coaching the team was on holiday one time, and so parents turned up hoping to see him, and they saw me. And they were like, and I could see the faces, like, well, who are you then? It was the guy that I was told would be here, But I do agree in the fact that if you want kids to respect you, then you've got to respect them first, and you've got to lead by example, If you're chucking yourself on the floor and have a tantrum about someone pinching your food, then lots of kids are going to look at that and think, oh, okay, that's normal behaviour, I'll do the same, But often kids will also see it as, no, I don't be like that, and surprisingly are the opposite, when it comes to continuous behaviour and bullying, and you can't get out even much as you can, is to, you know, get in contact with the police or the organisation I've said, because they will work with you to help you fight against them and also to stop it, you know. And the way of doing it is to shut them down, and that is to, anything they say, record it, because they will try and do the same to you, but twist it. Make sure that you call out to Bernardo's NSPCC Childline as soon as possible, because then they will help you, and they know, they're not idiots. People work for these organisations, including myself, because we know who the real bullies are and the real abusers are, and we know who aren't, you know. And it's by tone, what they say, how they do it, you know. So they'll pretend to be like the parent of the year, and as soon as no one's around, start threatening children, belittling them, making them feel like everything they're doing is wrong when, you know, they're not. And it's just basically they do, a lot of the time they're doing it because of the sake of it, and because they've got no sense of worth of people, and they're just immature. And I'm going back to the same subject, but basically, you know, they're seeing now that mental health isn't something that you feel, really. It's something that is put on you to feel that way. And what I mean is that you don't just become anxious, you know, you don't automatically become anxious or paranoid. It's to do with the actions that's been put on you for you to feel that way. So they're actually realising now that mental health isn't actually about a person's mind as such. It's about the people they associate themselves with. People that want to use it against them, feel like they can't manage life. People who want to use it in a way that means that they can take whatever they can from you. They are people that will be nice to you one minute and then be nasty in the next. And you find that you then end up playing the same games as them. But you can always tell somebody who is genuine, because they're not interested in playing games. They're not interested in making people feel guilty. They're not interested in point scoring. They just want to live. They want to live the best life they want to live. And who are you to say they can't? Who are you to say that that person can't have the big cars, you know, because they've earned it? You know, who are you to tell people they can't have something because you can't have it? It's not their problem that you feel that you've missed out, because you find that a lot of the time when they are doing good, they you know, do that in front of you, in front of your face. They throw it in your face, but if I was seeing it as that, well, actually, well done, because I've got nothing against you for you to do that. But then when somebody else does well, why are you then being spiteful to that person when they've actually learnt from to see what you've achieved, because they want to achieve things in their life? And just because you don't like people achieving more than you, again, that is not your problem. It means that you have to pull all the stops out as well. And that doesn't mean being nasty, putting them people down. It means, you know, you're not going to get anywhere by being nasty. You'll always be there when you want to live. You're always going to be there when you don't want to exist, but you want to make every day count. And when you have people who take that away from you, that is what causes mental health. It's not feelings that are automatically put in you. It's feelings that people put on you. And that is why they are now working together with Mind.org to help people with abuse and bullying. And so if you are being targeted, if you want to share your story even, please get in contact with a Childline, NSPCC, Mind.org and the National Children's Bureau and my site that I've put together with those, the Archangels Network, so we can help those with mental health and also help those who've been subject to abuse and bullying. And also trauma. I mean, trauma, every people deals with that differently. For me, it takes a while, and it will knock me off my feet. I'm not good with trauma, because I do wear my heart on my sleeve. You know, the one reason why, I was thinking a long time ago when I saw a program about RSPCA officers, and I really was thinking about doing that myself, but because I'm such, I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot. I could see myself having a house full of animals and pets, you know, which is not a bad thing, but, you know, I just, I feel it, you know, where bullies, abusers don't. They just want to use it as another thing to get on someone, you know. And so, you know, if you've got a story or you need help and you're being subject to abuse and bullying, they're the organisations you can go to. So it's Mind.org, the National Children's Bureau, Childline, the NSPCC, Barnardo's, and also the Archangels Network. And there's also a site now that's been set up also by Mind.org called bullying.co.uk. So there's plenty of areas, and also last one, Citizens Advice, because they work together with those organisations as well. So, you know, don't feel that you should accept it, because you don't. Just look after yourself, be safe, be strong, be smart and be kind, and let's work together. Take care. Bye bye.